I'm Dick Dietrick. Tonight on Nightstand, a look at a world of debauchery, abuse, corruption, and moral depravity. That's right, it's our salute to politics. Very nice, thank you. Thank you, very nice. Until recently, U.S. Senator Daniel Handelmeyer was considered a shoo-in for a third term in office. Then a former aide in his Washington, D.C. office filed a $12 million sexual harassment suit telling of unwanted sexual advances, wild orgies, plus a couple of things that were unbecoming to a senator. That aide, Julie Duda, joins us tonight, along with her attorney, well-known feminist, author, and probable lesbian, Connie Croydon. Julia, now, you worked for the senator for 6 years, is that right?
Yes. I was a classification G2 sub-level personal assistant with a grade 4 pay scale.
What does that mean?
I was a secretary. I did typing, filing most of his paperwork.
But papers weren't all he asked you to handle, were they?
No. One night, the senator and I were working late, and, well, he dropped his pen. I picked it up and I handed it to him. And a minute later, he drops a file. Well, I bent over and I picked that up, too. But then he drops his telephone and I'm starting to get the message.
Right. You think the senator's retarded.
Until he dropped his pants and I was shocked.
Really? He was that endowed?
Julie's referring to the senator as effrontery.
So was I.
It was terrible, Dick. He would corner me and then he'd paw me and he'd tell me about his wonderful tongue baths. It was obvious that if I didn't do what he wanted, I would be fired.
Ugh, I'm so sorry. This is very painful for you, isn't it? You are very entitled to this breakdown, but could I ask you to just break down a little more towards camera 4? Thank you. Perfect.
Dick, the fact of the matter is my client was an impressionable, vulnerable young woman, unfamiliar with Washington's ways, even though she had worked for public servants before.
Really? Like who?
Well, I started with Senator Ted Kennedy, then Senator Bob Packwood, and before that I worked with Bob Barker for a year on The Price is Right.
Well, you obviously enjoy being under powerful men. Now... Oh, no, people. Come on, let's not canoe to that place tonight, huh? Okay, now, before coming to Washington, what did you do?
Well, I was a spokesmodel for Microthong panties.
Really? You modeled underwear. Let me ask you, how much did you pull down a week?
Enough to put myself through beauty college. But I always had this dream to be in government service.
Yeah, you say government service, but there are some who say you service the government.
I was only a secretary. I did filing. I did typing.
Typing? They say you were a hunting pecker.
That's not true at all. I am not like that.
Julia, I'm sorry. Camera 4. Now you're attractive. You're shapely. You're very close to being intelligent. Why would a woman like you work for the senator with his known reputation?
Well, he told me he was going to run for president, and if elected, he would consider me for a cabinet position.
You must be limber.
Dick, the senator had an insatiable sex drive. Ask her to tell you about the time he went to Mount Vernon.
Who's Vernon?
No, Dick. Mount Vernon in Virginia. George Washington's home. We did it there. We did it everywhere. We even did it in the rotunda.
Ouch, that's gotta hurt.
The point is, Julie was used by the senator until the senator began considering a run for president, and she became a liability.
Instead of a really nice asset.
Exactly. So I was fired.
She would have become just another Beltway romance had she not made a copy of the senator's personal diary.
Ah, yes, the senator's diary. You know, I gotta tell you, stealing a man's diary, revealing his private, innermost thoughts, don't you find that sordid, unscrupulous? Well, you be the judge as I read some of the more juicy tidbits from those journals. Oh, and Mueller, can you give my voice a little echo so I sound like Captain Kirk when he's making a log? July 8th. Dear Diary, saw Tipper Gore today. Boy, I'd like to tip her over my desk. Ha ha ha. July 14th. Saw Gorbachev at a black tie banquet. That spot on his head reminded me of a woman's woo-woo.
You see, Dick, the actions described here are so typical of a man in a position of power, in the way he was so patronizing and dismissive of women.
Yeah, right. Okay. When we come back, we'll continue with our look at sex Washington style and find out which congressmen are best at dispensing the pork. Stick around.
Do you have a real-life story that isn't true? You can be a guest on Nightstand. Give us a call at 555-DICKY.
Thank you. We're back. We're talking sexual harassment in Washington, D.C. You know, there's an old Washington saying that goes, finding an honest politician's about as easy as finding Mark Furman in the city of Compton. Our next guest claims to be the exception to that rule. Please welcome Senator Daniel Handelmeyer and his wife, Winnie. Senator, Mrs. Senator, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Dick. I appreciate the opportunity to confront all this poppycock.
Senator, please, the language. Okay, now you've heard Julie's accusations, and we've already made up our minds. But I wanted to give you a fair chance to respond. Plus, we've got about a minute to kill. I would be remiss if I didn't ask you, Senator, how do you get so much babage?
Those are rumors, Dick. I'm not a lech. Every one of those incidents she alleges did not happen. And I feel tremendous pity for her and hope she gets help for her problems.
Dick, the senator is much too modest to say this, but he has had quite a few sleepless nights.
So I hear. That's my French laugh. It's a popular favorite here on Nightstand. You've probably seen it.
This young lady, the senator gave her a job, and she betrayed him. Well, I guess that's the way society is today. I mean, there's this need to bear false accusations and to bring down people who have dedicated their lives to public service.
These aren't false accusations. Your husband forced me to get down on my knees, and then he started going like
Dick,
this.
excuse me.
Yeah.
Isn't it our turn to speak?
Yeah. Julie, could you hold that position while we talk to the Handelmeyers?
Julie.
Oh, well. Winnie, forgive me. You were saying something.
Yes, I have known the senator a lot longer than her, and I know what a good, decent man he is. And believe me, I wouldn't be with him otherwise.
God, I love this woman. You know, Dick, I'm not gonna lie. Our marriage has had its ups and downs. I have sinned in the past, caused in no small part by a serious dependency on alcohol and drug abuse due to an old back injury.
Oh. So we're talking prescription drugs, painkillers, that sort of thing?
No, Dick. Angel dust. But I'm pleased to announce I've undergone extensive treatment at Betty Ford, and I've joined AA.
Oh, you've joined AA. Terrific. For those of you who don't know, AA is a wonderful organization that will come out and jump your car when your battery dies.
Yeah. And anyway, I have done wrong. And I apologize to every American. But most importantly, I apologize to my Winnie. And she has forgiven me. And this just makes us stronger.
We may be grandparents, but we're still just like a couple of high school sweethearts.
There might be snow on the roof, but that doesn't mean there's not a fire in the old furnace.
Dick, this is all very sweet. How does the senator explain the diary?
Oh, Dick, there's a logical explanation for each and every one of my entries.
Senator, once again, the language. Well, why don't I read to everybody some of those entries, and you can, in fact, respond to them. How does that sound?
Fair enough.
Okay. As soon as she walked into the office, I jumped on top of her, and we rolled around on the floor, and I ripped off her clothes.
No, Dick, in that case, the poor woman's clothes were on fire. I mean, what would you have me do? Sit there and watch as she burned to a crisp?
Okay, I buy that. Here's another one. All I could see when I looked up were these tremendous hooters.
Oh, that's just a case of poor spelling. On that day, I had the privilege of meeting the Indiana Hoosiers basketball team. I don't know if you've ever seen a basketball player in person, but they're tremendously large.
Sold me again. No, I'm not even sure I can say this one, so let me show it to you.
Oh, that's easy. I offered her a job on the Pacific Rim.
Well, Senator, those are some very reasonable explanations.
Oh, come on, Dick. Would the senator swear to those explanations under oath?
This is not a court of law.
Oh, good for you,
Yeah, well,
liar.
we wish it were a court of law, and we will see you in that
Okay,
court
now
of law.
settle
You can
down.
guarantee that.
This isn't This Week with Christy Brinkley. Okay, when we come back, we're going to meet a former Washington mistress who claims to have slept with every Kennedy, including Rose.
Coming soon on Nightstand, it's Scary Camp Stories.
And they turned on the radio, and they heard that Wilmer had escaped from the mental institution, and that he was spotted in the swamp by the woods. Then all of a sudden, they turned around, and they realized that the killer was right in front of them in the studio!
People.
Only on Nightstand.
Welcome back for more Sex in Washington. Connie, you wanted to say something.
Yes, Dick. I'm stunned that you're starting to believe the senator. Why would my client invent these claims?
Dick, this is an election year. She's obviously a tool of partisan politics.
Oh, politics has nothing to do with this. This is about power, and women just aren't going to take it anymore.
Wow. Well, one woman who says Julie should take it is Pamela Exner. Pamela, can you stand up for us, please? Pamela says Julie made her own waterbed. Now she has to roll around on it. And you have personal experience in this area, is that right?
Oh, yes. I've slept with several presidents.
And she has detailed these presidential liaisons in her new book entitled The Oval Orifice.
That's right.
Now, Pamela, who was the first president you slept with?
That would be Roosevelt.
Roosevelt, refresh my memory. What was his last name?
That was his last name, FDR.
Okay, so this Roosevelt FDR, was he a good lover?
Well, actually, FDR was a dud. But Eleanor, she knew how to please him.
Now, of all these powerful men you were around, did you ever consider yourself harassed?
Hell no. With all the stress these guys are under, I always figured that the more the fornication, the better off the nation.
Well, we have some differing viewpoints here. Yeah, ma'am, you want to say something?
Yes, this is for the older woman who sleeps with powerful men.
Could you be more specific? Oh, okay.
Have you ever slept with J. Edgar Hoover or Herbert Hoover?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear her.
She wants to know if you ever had sex with a Hoover.
Upright or canister?
Well, anybody else have questions for anybody on our panel? Nobody. Well, they don't seem that bothered by your behavior, Senator.
And they shouldn't be. I've done nothing to apologize for.
What? Why don't you tell everyone why she was fired? And what about all of those other diary entries?
Winnie and I have said everything we have to say in this matter. Right, dear?
That's right, dear.
Geez, that's too bad. I was hoping to get your comment on one other matter.
Oh, what's that, Dick?
Well, remember backstage before the show when you were relaxing in your dressing room?
Yes?
Well, you didn't happen to notice our secret plant cam, did you?
Plant cam?
That's right, our plant cam, which we planted in a plant that we planted in your dressing room.
You
and
what?
we secretly videotaped you.
This is outrageous.
No, this is outrageous. Watch.
I'll be in the ladies' room, dear.
You take your time. Don't forget to call Raoul and thank him for the excellent blow. Yes? Come in.
Hi, Senator. I'm Heather, a production assistant on the show. Is there anything you need?
Well, Heather, why don't you come in while I think about that?
Oh, okay.
So, Heather, you like your job?
Oh, I love working in television.
That's great. You know, I know some very influential men in television. In fact, I've helped a number of young ladies like you into interesting positions.
Really?
Yes. Actually, I'm sure I could help you, too.
Senator, I think I better be going now.
Has anybody told you you have a very pretty mouth?
We're ready for you in the studio, Senator.
Oh, I'm ready. Thank you, Heather. Say, you're a cute little fellow, aren't you? Has anybody ever told you you have a real pretty mouth?
Oh, my God.
Now, Winnie, I can explain everything.
Why don't you start with the Coke?
Coke? That wasn't Coke. That was new powder formula Advil. I was having a killer headache.
Oh, really? And how do you explain Heather, our PA with the killer body, who forgot to turn her high beams off?
What was to explain? I was only trying to help her out of this cesspool you call a talk show. I was doing her a great big favor.
Oh, nice try, Senator.
It's true, it is. It's true.
You know, this is a side of you I have never seen before. I think I'm going to be sick.
Not as sick as you're going to be when you see the footage we got of you with our patented toilet cam.
Toilet can?
Put down the seat and let's watch.
Hello.
Mrs. Handelmeyer?
You know, Connie, even though you're wrong about my husband, I'm very familiar with your work, and I've read all of your books.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Handelmeyer. That's very nice of you.
Oh, please call me Winnie.
Okay. Winnie?
Well, good luck out there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's quite all right.
Yes, she did, but not without your help. Well, remember that little meeting we had in my office right before the show?
You didn't.
Yes, we did. Mueller, roll the dick cam.
Julie, come into my office. I've got a little problem.
Oh?
Yes, have a seat on the edge of my desk. It's that Jerry Springer fella. He's a thorn in my spleen. I wish he'd just go away. You know, I should be hosting the Jerry Springer show.
Well, I do know one or two tricks from my days in D.C.
Oh, really? Whatever do you mean?
I mean, you make it worth my while, and I'll pay Mr. Springer a little visit, work my way into his good graces, and then we blackmail him into giving up his show.
But, Julie, that would be illegal and probably against the law.
Come on, Dick. We're all adults here. I didn't make Handelmeyer a pervert. I just took advantage of the fact that he was. You son of a bitch!
Aha! I told you she was lying, and now I'm going to sue the both of them.
Oh, shut up, you buffoon. It's your fault. Now I'll never be the president.
How could you admit such a thing, you idiot?
Oh, I'm the idiot!
Yes, you are an idiot.
Throw myself in the frozen
Oh, gosh, this is terrible. And as we go to commercial, let's see that bathroom lesbian scene one more time in slow motion. Can you believe what she did? Hi, are you a straight guy in the cast of Cats? If so, give us a call. Okay, we're back, and even though we've exposed some people as the scum they are, some good came out of tonight's show. Julie, you're now going to be the punchline of just about every joke on the Jay Letterman show. Winnie and Connie, do the words flannel shirts and Doc Martens mean anything to you? And Senator Handelmeyer, well, he may have finally found the woman he always wanted. So what have we learned tonight? Well, we've learned that men in powerful positions must respect women for not just being sex objects. In fact, they may not even be objects at all. So whether you're at work or play or at work... Excuse me, has anyone ever told you you have a real pretty mouth? For now, I'm Dick Dietrick.